What's good, everybody? It's your girlfriend Chanel here, and have you ever heard that if you see yellow license plates in Geoguessr, you should guess in Colombia? Well, today we're going to challenge that assumption, so without further ado, let's jump right into the video. Alright, well, we are in the middle of a very, rural area with, a lot of, sandy white rocks and mountains in the back. I don't see any license plates from here, but this map is countries that only have yellow license plates, so where do I think it is? Yellow license plate country. I'm thinking maybe Israel somewhere. It feels like it could be that climate, and that is a yellow license plate country, so we're gonna go there. Alright, nice. We got 4.3K and we were right there. We have cars with yellow license plates. And they're parked on both sides of the street, which I'm a little confused by. They're on, the walking curb, which I don't know if that's common in this country or not. Because I'm pretty sure you're not supposed to be blocking, walking paths. But, alright, we have a couple different colors of license plates. Some white, some with yellow showing. I'm thinking that this is probably the UK. Just because the yellow license plate, the left side of the road, and the style of houses, these brick houses in the back. I'm gonna go further north, maybe near Glasgow. Okay, so we were in the UK, but we were further south in England, kind of near Bradford, and a town called Thornton. Okay. So it's already 2 countries so far that have had yellow license plates. We're in Colombia, and this third one, I think we're gonna be in the UK again. Let's see if we can see any license plates. We cannot from where we are. This car doesn't have a front plate, but I do believe that we are in the UK because of the English, the left side of the road driving. So I'm going to plonk it kind of north near Luton. Okay, we got 4.6K there. That's pretty good. We were in kind of the outer boroughs of London near Greenleaf. Alright, we are on the left side of the road again with a couple of yellow plates that we can see around us. I think that is 2, that is 3, Clarence Road. We have an advertisement for McDonald's. Shout out to my first video ever where I tried to find every McDonald's in the world. The intro is really cringe, so definitely don't go back and watch it. Okay, we are somewhere in the UK, and that says Scotland on that truck. So maybe we're in Scotland, hopefully, but I know trucks move, so I'm gonna go near Dundee and we'll see where we are, and hopefully we're in Scotland. Oh my gosh. I cooked there? I'm so unsure, but wow. I mean, of all the cities I could have chosen, we actually were in the right city if I had actually guessed in a downtown, so maybe I should have done that. But I kind of just chose a city in Scotland and was we're gonna go there. So we'll definitely take 4.926. Okay, we have more waterways this time. It's right side of the road driving. I think there's a big blur on the car. It feels kind of cold, kind of flat. I'm thinking that maybe... Okay, well, I was going to say Netherlands, I promise, before I saw this URL on the sign, but it does say .nl, so I'm kind of almost guaranteed that it's the Netherlands, but if we kind of just look at everything else, kind of just the flat landscape around us and the waterways running by the road, and just the style of housing just screams the Netherlands, so we're going to go right outside of Amsterdam. Alright. We were in the Netherlands, but we got 4.6. We were near Uphuizen. Alright, 22K is not bad. Let's see how many more countries we can get with yellow license plates and if we can identify them. Alright, we finally loaded in. It was 30 seconds of waiting for the map to load. Okay, oof. This is more difficult because we're not on a major road. We see a little bit of a blue part of a car, which is making me think Europe. And of the countries that it could be in Europe, I mean, the UK is one option. The Netherlands is another option. Luxembourg, I think, has some yellow plates, right? But Low-key, this feels like the UK to me, maybe because of like the hills in the back and the fencing. I'm not 100% sure on this, but I think we're for sure in Europe, so I'm gonna go a little bit outside of London, kind of between Oxford and Luton. Okay, we were actually on the Isle of Wight, but we were still in the UK, so we'll take that. We got 4.2k there. Okay, now I am confused because this seems like a US chevron with a yellow in the middle and a white outer, but yellow license plate. And that seems like a US kind of like mailbox too. Is this ever... Are there yellow states in this map as well? Not just like yellow countries? We're definitely in New York, right? Like this is definitely a yellow plate US, and New York is one of the only states with like a yellow plate. I feel like the dark yellow plate. I think like New Mexico or something has like a yellow plate also, but this is not New Mexico vibes. I'm gonna go like near Utica in New York and we'll see where we are. Okay, we'll take it. We were in the right state, and despite being in the right state, we were in or we only got 3.9 thousand there, kind of near Millwood. Okay. But not bad, because I really wasn't expecting the US there. I guess I didn't read that it was yellow plate states as well in the US, not just yellow plate countries. So we have a bunch of different like city names here, which is making me think the Netherlands, right? A59 yellow plate, right side of the road driving. Lots of yellow plates. What's in this truck? Like wooden planks or something? Bravo Direct. German made. Okay, I feel like these are going to be big city names, so maybe I can find that or the route. A59 is what we're looking for. A59 or N267. That's the N59. That is closer, but not right. A58. A59. Ooh, this is the A59. Looks like it goes across from here to here. Okay, so A59 intersection with N267. So, N601. This is the N267, and this is the city at the top of the sign. Okay, hold on. Are we gonna 5K this? Probably not. I'm like not great at 5K. But we're... I think somewhere along here, like maybe we're about to be on this exit. What can we see nearby that maybe would help us 5K? A split off road to the right. Like maybe over here. I think we're gonna be close. I don't think this is gonna be the 5K exactly, but I think we'll get a pretty good score. Okay, we were further down the road. We got 4.988, so I will definitely take that. Not the greatest at 5K'ing yet, but we did line up like the routes that we saw on the sign, and we were in the Netherlands, so that is another yellow license plate country that was not Colombia. All right, well, we see Hebrew in the sign, so I think we're in Israel for sure. And then we have yellow plates here. So we are going to plonk it right near Ramla. Okay, we were further south in Israel. We were near Ramo. Hello? Street or... a sign or anything. This is certainly one of the places of all time. I mean, this part of the camera looks like, you know, Slenderman or like an Enderman or something is gonna like pop out of the shadow. Like, I don't know why this section is so like saturated and darker than all the other sections, but I feel like whenever I get this like, you know, more saturated section of the camera, it makes me think UK or France, but obviously this is a yellow license plate only map, so I'm leaning more towards the UK here. But what are these leaves? Like, these are not UK leaves ever, right? And we have 2021 copyright coverage. I don't know where we are. Like, I'm going to go in the UK, but these leaves are really screaming not UK to me. But I feel like I don't know what to do with this, like, blurred information, like the dark saturated information, and then, yeah. I don't know how to combine it all, so we're gonna go here. Okay, we technically were right. We were in the UK, but we were in Scotland. We're kind of in between Bangor and Dulcie. Okay. All right, we got 20K again. Let's keep going. All right, we have these like black and white chevrons pointing to the left. Are we on the right or left side of the road? We see houses in the back, a big sign there. White dash middle. If they're on, okay, but there's like pointing in both directions, which I'm confused by. So like, am I looking at this like I'm a right side driver? No, I think I'm driving on the left right now from like the shape of this blur. Like these are like the little front windows, right? So if I'm driving on the left and it feels kind of cold, I think I'm gonna go UK. Again, I'll go near like Northampton. Okay, this time we were in Scotland. We were a little bit further north near Line of Skene. All right, more yellow plates, and I think it's the UK again. We're gonna go near Manchester in the UK. Okay, not bad. We got 4.8. We were near Wakefield, which is a little bit south of Leeds, it looks like. I don't know what language that is on the sign down there. White dash middle again, though. Kind of a flat field, but a little bit hilly in the back. At first, I thought maybe Netherlands, but I think it's too hilly to be the Netherlands. And are we driving on the left side of the road? What is the blur saying? The blur is a little bit more inconclusive this time. Last time I kind of had a little bit of the outline of like the windows, like the side mirror windows. We're gonna go with the UK again. I'm gonna go more near like Wales this time. All right. So we were in the UK, but we were more near Lincolnshire, world's national landscape, in a town called Spilsby. Oh, and Rythby. Okay. Okay, this is different. I think we're in New York again. And this time we actually see some New York plates, so it has like that dark yellow, kind of like the navy blue on top. Are we ever near like the Bronx or something? Like, I think that's what this is screaming to me. Like near a bridge by the Bronx, right? Like, I think it's for sure New York. Maybe I'm gonna go like here. Like, I'm sure that we're in the right state and country, but yeah, I think we're also in like New York City, but I think we're in the Bronx is my guess. We could be in a different borough though. I don't know what building that is in the back, so we're gonna go here. All right, nice. We got 4.98. We were in the Bronx. Actually, were we? Hold on, JK. We were in Harlem, but we were on the Madison Ave Bridge. Okay, so we're close. This is a bollard, a white and red bollard, and I see a yellow plate in the back. Are these Netherlands bollards ever? Netherlands bollards? Yeah, Netherlands bollards and Netherlands plates. Right side of the road. I don't know what this black bollard is though, with like the red rectangle inside of it. It does seem fairly flat, right? And there's a lot of... Are these chickens? Yeah, there's a lot of chickens over here. So I think we are gonna go in the Netherlands. I'll go kind of near Zwolle and we'll see where we are. All right. We got a pretty good region guess even there. I got 4.8K. We were closer to a city called Nijaveen. So not bad. All right, we got 21K again. We're gonna play this map again and see how many countries we can identify. Yellow license plates, canal. Blue on the left, making me think Netherlands again. Biking, boats, liaison, National Opera and Ballet. National Opera and Ballet. Well, I think that we're in the Netherlands is my initial guess, is there ever like, I'm probably just gonna go to Amsterdam, right? Like a national opera and ballet that pops up if we are at this level. I'm gonna like put it here for now on this road, but we're gonna like look a little bit, like probably for these like the purple icons with like the M in them, because I feel like that usually is some sort of like, you know, museum, monument, art place, or if it shows up like one of these like little gray outline things. National Opera and Ballet. Okay, couldn't find it after a quick scan, so we're gonna just drop it in downtown Amsterdam and we'll see where we are. All right, we were a little bit further south, but that is okay. We got 4.995, which is really, really good score. I'm not disappointed by that at all. We were kind of across the road from the Heart Museum and the boat company Amstel. Okay. I don't know why I thought New Zealand at first, although New Zealand does not have yellow plates, so I don't know why I thought that. Does it? We have the little, like, shocky man symbol, which is making me think UK Ireland. I remember seeing some, like, Reddit post in a Geoguessr subreddit that was, like, the differentiation between, like, UK and Ireland, like, shocking person signs, but I low-key don't remember which is which. I'm gonna go in the UK because I feel like that's just like where a majority of these recent locations have been. But when I first saw like this screenshot, like if I was playing NMPZ, I low-key might have gone New Zealand here, but I don't think that can be it. I'm gonna go near like Wakefield in England. Okay, we were a lot further north in the UK. We were kind of near Yonder Bogney in Scotland. We haven't gotten any Colombia rounds, which I'm like kind of surprised by because I thought there would be a lot more like, yeah, just like rounds with Colombia and other countries in it. But we've been getting a lot of like a few countries. So we are practicing like our identifying the countries that have yellow license plate skills, which is super helpful. We have yellow blurred license plate behind us, yellow outer lines, this kind of like rocky wall here on like the left and right. I think that we are in Israel again with like the road lines and like the rocks and everything around us. So I'm gonna go like down here near Mitzpe Ramon. Okay, we were near Kirbet Arawa. Okay. Hold on. Is this... What am I thinking here? White outer, yellow dash middle. And we see kind of like mountains in the back and a little bit of cactuses. I'm like, is this ever New Mexico? Because I don't think Mexico has yellow plates, right? And I know that Colo has yellow plates for sure, but this doesn't feel like Colo, like the road lines and everything. This feels like the US to me. And it certainly does not feel like New York. So I think New York and New Mexico are the only two states I know with like yellow license plates. I'm gonna go in New Mexico, but if it's Colo, well, then I will learn from my mistake and we'll see where we are. Oh, cool. Okay. We were in New Mexico, so we did remember that that is one of the two states that has like that yellow license plate. I know there's other states with like some yellow in the license plate, but not as like vibrant of a yellow as like New Mexico and New York plates. I will definitely take 4.3K there. That is pretty good. We got the right state and the right country. All right, we've got definitely like the most UK round I've ever felt in my life. Like these brick houses and everything. We're in a little bit of a roundabout here. I can see a little bit of yellow on this license plate, but both cars are facing opposite directions, so I'm like low-key kind of confusing. Like, why aren't they parking in the same way? I'm gonna go in Scotland because I feel like a majority of these UK rounds have been in Scotland for some reason, so I'm gonna go near Perth, which I did not know there was a Perth in Scotland. So, okay, we are actually closer to Newcastle upon Tyne. That is okay. All right, we got 21K again, so a really, really good score. We're gonna play this map one more time and see if we can get any other countries that feature yellow license plates and see how well we do with guessing where we are in no move. Okay. Ooh. I don't know what this is like a watercolor of or whatever, but it is super pretty. I assume it's just like whatever river or like waterways behind us and kind of like the grass around it. But I love like the art on this, unless I'm being stupid and that was like a reflection in a mirror. But no, that's just like some really good art. So this is very beautiful to whoever painted it. Props to you. We have a little bit of a waterway, a little boat, and these houses definitely screaming Netherlands to me. Just like the kind of like the architecture with like the triangularness, and the amount of like waterways. Like I feel like those past couple of rounds where we've had in like Amsterdam, like even in this video, there are so many just like waterways between things everywhere. It just like screams the Netherlands to me. So I'm gonna go near like Diemen outside of Amsterdam. Okay, we were in the right country, but we were in the wrong city. We were in a city called Akrum. And we can see all the waterways even just like within this one city here. Well, I see sheep. So that is cool. This muddy road slash path and these like hedges immediately making me think the UK. I've read something online or like heard something. Maybe it was like in a, I don't know, like a YouTube video or something, that if you see sheep in the UK, you should go in Wales. So I'm gonna go in Wales, but I don't know how true that is, so we'll see where we are. All right, we've got a trash bin that says Butler Disposal, 315 area code, which I don't recognize. Power Prince of Peace welcomes you, okay. Yellow plate and a red van. I think that we're definitely in the US. We have a stop sign there on the right and a sign over there. I'm thinking more New York than New Mexico, so I'm gonna go like really far up in New York and like near like Lake Placid, because it kind of feels like Canada low-key, the vibes of like how the trees are, but we could be really wrong here. Okay, so we had a good vibe that it was like more northern in New York than like the city and like the one Bronx round, or was it Bronx? It was a Harlem round that we had. We were near Fulton, New York, and we got 3.9K, so right state, right country, but wrong, right state, right country, but wrong area. Okay. We have Hebrew on the sign, so I think we're in Israel, and we see the yellow plates here, and we see Israel flag, and a bunch of like palms and stuff around us, which I'll check out. So we're gonna go in Israel, maybe more near like Netanya. Okay, not a horrible region guess. We're a little bit further northeast in a city called Afula. Okay. We are driving in the middle of the road, so not super helpful here. No lines on the road to help like distinguish markers. But the vibes of the hills and stuff are definitely giving the UK. So we're gonna go in the UK, but can I get like a better region guess here? Probably gonna go near like Stoke-on-Trent, maybe like near these national parks. It feels maybe a little bit more like northern than like the London area. But what this really is reminding me is that I just need to do like a UK region guessing, like learning of like the map. So hopefully I should do that soon, because I've gotten the UK a bunch in this map here, and I've gotten the wrong like country within the UK wrong a bunch of times. So yeah, definitely something to add to the list. And there we go again. Guessing in England, and we were in Scotland. So we were a lot further north, and despite being in the UK, we only got 3,000 points there. All right, well, we're ending on 20 points, 20,700 points, which is not that bad. So we'll definitely take that. And that is going to be it for today. Thank you so much for watching this video of me challenging the assumption that if you see yellow license plates in Geoguessr, you should guess in Colombia. If you enjoyed this video, let me know down in the comments. I'll also have the map link in the description if you want to try it out yourself. Thank you so much again for watching the video. Don't forget to subscribe for Trinella, and have a great day.